Well, Facebook started it again. What did Facebook do this time? They moved the toolbar from the top of the mobile page to the bottom. It's kind of like going into a grocery store to find that the place has been rearranged. But yeah, Facebook's made oodles of changes over the past 15 to 16 years. Back at that time, it was like the Wild West, largely unregulated, free range, all that kind of stuff. The pre-algorithmic engineering and moderation days. But going into 2011, I remember seeing a post. I remember hearing something about how your newsfeed content wouldn't be featuring like every single status update from every single one of your friends or something to that effect. And going on into the years, Facebook would seemingly push certain posts over others, seem to be based on mood and intent, whether it's among your circle or at large. At some point in the About Me personal details section, they removed the boxes where you could state your political and religious affiliation. Speaking of politics, depending on what side of the spectrum you're on, you may also see content from the other side. And there are allegations of shadow banning and censorship, hate speech control, narrative control, things of the like. I'm kind of open-minded about that. But one thing I do like about Facebook, as with other areas of social media, is that they will tend to curate content for your feed based on what you like, what your passions are, and things to like, what entertains you, like comedy, or news and figures that you're following. Now, when I was younger, I used to be all over Facebook. I used to addict myself to it. I would make silly videos by myself or with friends or family sometimes. Other people would play Farmville, but I did try out some games or whatever on Facebook. But one thing I remember, y'all might remember this too. Core memory about to be unlocked for some of y'all, perhaps. Status Shuffle. Y'all remember that little feature? It was a collection of really cool and funny status updates that you could share with your friends as your own. I don't think I shared this one, but I remember seeing this post about how somebody was going to go to the changing room at the grocery store or whatever, and take a chocolate bar and rub it on its hand and reach underneath to the other changing stall asking for toilet paper. Yeah, young and dumb back in those days. But as Facebook evolved to its current state, I'm not glued to the screen as much as I used to be. I tend to use Facebook as a news source, a newspaper in its own right. And I use it to connect with friends, family, and coworkers, follow happenings and topics I'm interested in. Facebook's often where I learn about celebrity deaths, like musicians and professional wrestlers. I'm friends with a guy named Justin, and it's like a lot of times he would find out about passings before I did and would be the one to share it. And now I'd come across and be like, wow, I did not know that. That's a surprise. Also, Facebook has led me to really cool products as well that I would go on to order from places like the Shop app or Amazon Prime, for example. But it led me to certain supplements and health stuff like rice mushroom coffee, Rosabella Moringa. By the way, let me stop on Rosabella Moringa. I've already made 2 videos on my YouTube channel, rather, talking about Rosabella. I did a product review in one video, and then the other one was to raise awareness over a recall on the product because certain batches of it were linked to salmonella and illness. I felt like since I had touted the product, I wanted to raise. I felt it was right to raise awareness on that. Yeah. Mana liposomal multivitamin, which is kind of pricey, but if you take it consistently, I think it's worth it. Even soap. That's where I got exposed to Dr. Squatch. My initial use of it, I didn't see any on store shelves, but I think it was like late 21 or 22, where I was down at the Walmart in Lexington, and like a kid in the toy section, I got excited when I saw a section of Dr. Squatch soap. The other soap brand that I'm talking about is Grondike. Fresh Timber is my favorite variant of it. Grondike's a pheromone-based soap, and I don't see them on store shelves. And it used to be that you couldn't get them on Amazon, but now you can. I think you might have to get it in a package bundle, though. I don't know. It's been a hot minute since I looked that up. But yeah, Facebook is where I go to catch up on what's been happening, news and events, connect with friends and family, and also to promote my brand. Other places I promote my brand: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and X. And all these platforms, all these apps, they have algorithmic stuff of their own, whatever. TikTok and YouTube especially. But TikTok and YouTube, I've learned quite a bit when it comes to creating and posting content. You know, sometimes, like, if you're not playing by their rules, and they even try to make it easy for you, they try to keep you in the know about it. But like, if you're not like playing to the algorithm, like marching to its beat, you might get left behind, because when you make videos and it's like a hodgepodge kaleidoscope of content, then the algorithm won't know how to take you. You can go from one topic to another, and sometimes you can do that in like a single video, and an algorithm is like scratching its head, and it's like, what? Or you might think, well, maybe I'm not getting picked up because, yeah, maybe the quality of my video could be better, and in some cases that's true. Or maybe it's lacking. Maybe it is lacking in hooks, or maybe you might be frustrated that playing to the algorithm might be too frustrating, or you might think that you're too ugly, or something like that. But there are some moments of ridiculousness out there. TikTok especially, like sometimes your content might get flagged for lack of originality, or for whatever reason your post is just not fared well, and it's not going to get the visibility that you want. Sometimes it might get reduced to people over the age of 18. I mean, like, I'm not like doing content for kids or anything like that anyway, but like there were these two videos I was thinking about. Now, I've had two TikTok accounts over the years. The first account that I got rid of because I got tired of it, and the second one I created last year. But there are these two videos, one on each account. The first one, I got flagged for substances. The only substance I had in that video was a piece of cake. I mean, come on. And then the second one, on my new account, I was sharing a clip, like the introduction to the pros and cons that I see in AI YouTube video on my channel. And the only substances that you could see were what? This little device, which is actually a voice recorder that I was using as a communications prop. And then also this ceramic or glass decorative turtle that was missing a leg. But then the characters in the video, there were two characters that were wearing this gas mask. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but like, it's a fake toy Halloween gas mask. Seems like that would go to show the imperfections of AI here and there. But yeah, when it comes to making content for YouTube and TikTok, I've learned that you got to stay in the know about tips and tricks, get passionate and evoked in your thoughts, your processes, and try to have fun with it. Just like put yourself into it, because in the end, you get what you give. And my channel still has a small following, but experiencing what's tried and true has really helped me out. In the YouTube's Creator Studio, there's this inspiration tab, and as you continue to post videos, you'll get suggestions for inspirations that's based off of what you have uploaded in the past, and it really help you out. And I really think that it has helped me out, man. Well, alright, so we're about 11 minutes into this video. But yeah, don't get frustrated with social media. And you know, sometimes authenticity is rewarded, sometimes it's suppressed. And, you know, like, popularity isn't everything. But if you're having fun and trying to produce meaningful moments, make that count where you can, and enjoy the successes where you find them.